Right, welcome. Hello, how are you? Right, let's have a look. Now, I know Amazing Fruits and Bart came in and Lady Capera, but we also have Alexandra, Eliza. Happy New Year to you. Rhonda, thank you very much. Lady V. Okay, so everybody is added to the list. So today is going to be a little different. Today we're going to think about our own healing. Okay, today we're going to be thinking about our own healing. That's what we're going to be focusing on today, our own healing. So how can I move forward? What is hidden that needs healing? Why do I react this way? So we're going to be thinking about our healing process today. The decks I'm using are Oracle decks, Chakra, Crystal, and Plant. Okay, sacred geometry, anything that's to do with the healing aspect of our journey. So what I want you to do is think about your question about how much healing you can do. If you're unsure, you just want a general in regards to your healing aspects, your well-being. Now, this is not a diagnostic type of physical healing. This is emotional healing. So that's really important, just to clarify that. It's emotional healing. Okay, the aspects of our life that we need healing that are thing. So don't forget, donations are going to give you a lot more than just the 2 cards, a bit more of a healing process with it all. But quite different today. We want to focus on our healing process. Hence the trailer, for those that watched the trailer in regards to the healing heart. I did put it as a little bit of a short as well. It is on my shorts, but it's all about healing the heart, or healing that's needing to take place at this time. So that's what we're going to focus on today, healing. So we want to focus. So amazing fruits. Now, Bart, you said your question, you want to wait. So, oh, smile. Hi, Miss Phenomenal. Okay, smile. Thank you very much for your donation. So it looks like we're starting with donations straight away. VIP status. Now, remember, today's questions are not about how does he feel about me. We're talking about healing, our healing. What healing do we need to do? Hi, Smile. How are you? Today, we're looking at our own healing. What do we need to do about today? That's what we're focusing on. That's what the tarot and the oracle decks are today, are all about our healing. Chakra, angel. So I'm just doing up the list now. So just give me a second. So I want you to think very carefully about your question. It's about healing, our healing. Okay, what do we need to do to move forward on our journey? What do we need to heal that lies within us? That's what we're looking at here. So I don't know if Lady Capera, so I've added that in. Now I have Alexandra. So think about your healing process here. Oh, I knew I forgot to do something, which I mean to do. Now that I've downloaded the new program, I forgot to add in the link to make it easy. Lady V. Okay, Lady V. They're also done there. Okay, so Miss Phenomenal. Sorry, I am coming. I'm just going to do this just to make sure that the lists are in. And Misha. Right. So today we're focusing on our own healing. What do we need to do about our own healing today? That's the questions that we've got. So this is the list. So, right, Smile, you're first with VIP status. So I'm well, thank you, Misha. Misha, thank you. Right, so let's have a look. Today's questions. So Smile is first. Let's have a look at Ko-Fi. Right. So Smile, you're first. Whew. Right, let's grab Tarot and Oracle. Right. So Smile, are you ready? What was your question in regards to healing and to your healing needs? Oh. So I'm just waiting for Smile's question. So I'm going to have Amazing Fruits, Lady Capera, Alexandra, Eliza, Lady V, Miss Phenomenal, and Misha. Ooh. So let's see if we can, with the healing process, how we can move forward on our journey with courage and confidence. Today is all about you. Okay, it's all about you. Some cards are popping out here as I'm thinking about you. So I'm just waiting for Smile with VIP status. Hi, Felicia. How are you? Yes. Oh, good question, Rhonda. So I'm just waiting to see what's happening with Smile. Yes, Rhonda, you're at it. Yep, I've done the list. Oh, did I not? Oh, shoot, sorry, Rhonda. I thought I'd added you. I thought I'd added it. So I'm just Smile's question. Sorry, Rhonda, I thought I'd added you in. Because I said that and I thought I'd typed it in. Let me just grab the list. Okay, so where was Rhonda? Rhonda should have been after Eliza. Right. Rhonda, yes, you're in after Eliza. Type that in. Thought I'd typed it in. See what happens when you're trying to. Felicia and Doon. Okay, so not quite quite sure what's going on here. Okay, so you've added in VIP status as well. Okay. Right. Whew. So, right, I'm waiting for Smile's question. Is what I was waiting for. So, let's look while we... So, Smile. So, I don't know whether Nevermind came in, but I'm just waiting to see. So, Smile, I was just waiting for your question. This is the updated list. Smile and Dune are on the VIP. And then I'm going to do the free list. And everybody's going to get a reading. So what I'll do is I'll do the hour. So everybody that comes in that hour. And then I'll wrap up. So if you can hang around until the end, you'll get your question. You'll get your question answered as we think about the healing process. So I'm not quite sure. I'm just waiting for Dune's question. Smile's question. So I'm just waiting for Smile. So Smile and Dune. And then so I've got amazing fruits. Just waiting for Smile. Oh, sorry, I've done it again. Far out. I'm hopeless today, Rhonda. Rhonda, you are in. You're after Eliza. Don't worry, you are in. You're after Eliza. You're about Eliza. After Eliza. Don't worry. And remember, you after Eliza. It's just because I copy and pasted. That was my problem. Okay, today's going to be a little different because we're focusing on our healing process. So let's have a look. So what I'm going to do is while I wait for Smile's question, I'm not quite sure what's going on there. So I'm just going to do amazing fruits and then I'll do, and Dune. Oh yes, Dune. Definitely a good, I can tell you straight away it was a good aspect of it. So I'm going to do your reading in a minute. I just want to do what's hidden, which needs healing. So from Amazing Fruits, just show you very quickly. Okay. Amazing Fruits. What's hidden, which needs healing? Okay, for you, it could be about your thoughts. You're over-analyzing the situation. Your thoughts, your ideas, and your plans are very much that need. I think there's a lot of stuff that needs to be healing in regards to your thoughts. It's with your courage and strength. Maybe there's an inner courage that comes from within you, a sense of endurance, knowing that the sun is going to shine on the situation. So it's very much about thoughts, perspectives. Maybe it's a perspective that you have about a situation that needs healing. So this is very much about your ideas, your plans, your thoughts. I think it's very much about the mind. Communication. Maybe the way that you communicate is really important here as well. Okay, and it all comes down to your own strength, your own courage, your own stamina and endurance, knowing it's going to take a while for the sun to shine on the situation, for things to be brought out into the open. Amazing Fruits. So, right. So, So let's have a look, Dune. Let's have a look. Yes, it was a good move. Straight away, I can straight away tell you. So I don't know what's happening with Smile. I was waiting for Smile's question. Maybe they gave the question for another time. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Whoops. What I want you to do is think about your question. Read the description box down below. Read what I'm talking about here. Today we look at your healing process. Before you post your questions, please read the description box. Guys, please think about your question. How you wonder? Think about your questions starting with how, what, and why. We're thinking about your healing process. I'm just waiting for Smile's question. So, Dune. So, you know it's a good move. So, what do you need to do to move forward from your toxic friends? Dune, what do you need to do to move forward from your toxic friends? Oh, here we go. Look beyond the illusion. Shift your thoughts and perspectives. Look at what you're juggling in the situation. It's a sense of finding some balance in what's going on here. It's really important for you to be able to find that sense of balance. So it's very much about looking beyond the illusion. Look beyond the surface of the situation. That's super important. So what you need to do to actually move forward from your toxic friends is actually look below the surface. Look within yourself. It's all about doing that soul searching. Looking at your perspectives, your thoughts, and how you can make the shift and the change that you need to do to move forward. Look at what you're balancing. Look at your priorities. What's important to you? What's really important to your journey? So looking at, it's all about release and let go. Okay, with Tick Tight and YOUIR, it's all about releasing and letting go. Release and let go. So it's all about what you can leave behind. Tektite is meteorite glass formed by a meteorite impact with the earth. The impact melts the ground, splashing it over distance and speed, so that it forms into irregular shapes. You can imagine the speed at which the original meteorite hurled through the atmosphere and the great distance it had traveled. Tektite is here to help you realize all the lessons you have picked up along the journey. Have you accumulated a wealth of knowledge over your time to leave all that no longer serves you behind and move forward? You're an amazing being and should be proud of how you've learned from your past, which has helped you how to navigate and focus on where you're going. This makes it a stone of transformation, where the stone has literally combined with the earth and become something new. It is a beautiful balance of as above, so below. It's also a stone that can aid telepathy, and because it comes from outer space, it is believed to aid communication with other worlds and beings. It is an aid to gain knowledge from higher sources. YOUIR or TV stone, as it is sometimes referred to, is an excellent companion to Tektite. It is a stone to help with clear seeing, whether that be into a problem, seeing into others, or seeing over distance. It will help magnify whatever you're searching for. Placed on the forehead when meditating, it may assist in giving you further insight and clarity in these matters. This is a powerful combination to bring any issues to the surface that you wish to let go of, while also creating a layer of protection around you. So how does that feel, Doon? So hopefully that gives you a little bit of insight. Yes, you made the right move. It's time to move forward. It's time to be able to create your own reality. Really look below the surface. Look at what your priorities are, what's important to you, shifting your thoughts and perspectives, and being able to release and let go of that toxicity in your life. Okay, so I don't know what happened with Smile. Okay, so today I'm choosing questions that are healing. Read those. Welcome to everybody who's come in the door. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate you guys all being here. But today it is about your healing. How can you move forward in your life? Why do you react this way? What healing needs to be done? So, Rhonda, yes, I'm going to do your question. So, let's have a look. We've got Lady Kapira. So, we've got Lady Kapira. Let me get that back up here. So, I do have Lady Kapira, Alexandra, Eliza, Rhonda, Lady V, Miss Phenomenal, Misha, Felicia, just a Doon. Waiting for Smile, so I don't know quite what's there. And then I'm going to add the other people. So, today's questions are all about healing. So that's the questions I'm going to do today. So if you don't type in a question that's in regards to your own healing, if you're too busy thinking about someone else, today's not the day. Today I'm focusing on you, your healing. So that's the questions I'm doing today. So everybody's added to the list, but your questions that are answered are going to be in regards to your own healing. Nothing to do with anyone else. It's about you. Today is all about you. You're number one in this journey. Okay, so they're the questions that I'm answering. So if you come in and you're thinking about anyone else, anything else and that's not in regards to your own healing, I'm not going to answer the question. Today is all about, yeah. So if you are in and you're thinking about your journey, you're thinking about your, so Rhonda, so if you've typed in a question, the questions are going to be all about your own healing. Things like, what is hidden which needs healing? How can I move forward? Why do I react this way? You're thinking, so those are the questions I'm doing today. That's what we're focusing on. You are number one. So you want to think about your own healing process. Right, so if you're on the list, yes, you're all added. And the questions I'm going to do are all in regards to your own healing. So, Lady Kapira, Alexandra, Eliza, and Rhonda. So I was waiting for Smile's question, but I didn't quite get a question from Smile. So I'm waiting here. So Rhonda, great question. Thank you, Princess Tiara. You just have to type your question in once. That's cool. I haven't added you to the list yet, but I am sort of looking at what questions to answer. So everybody will be added, but I do want questions in regards to your own healing. And Smile, I just want a question from you. You've paid for a reading, so you can just answer any question. You can just ask your question. So I was just waiting for a question as you typed in, you know, your question. You paid for it, so you can ask your question. So, right. Yes, everybody is automatically added to the list. Can you just wait until I call your name, please? Deep breath. Right, guys. If you want a question answered, please wait. Okay, Rhonda. Okay. If you want a question answered, guys, please make sure it's in regards to your own healing. Smile. You asked for any, you paid for a reading, so any question. Let's have a look. Rhonda. Use the angels. What level am I at the healing of the pain in my heart? Okay, so what's going on with your healing? What level? So what's going on with you? Oh, gee, they pulled them out. Right, so what have we got? It's interesting. Okay, what is making you feel like you're restricted? Feels like, Rhonda, that you are that you're feeling very caged in. You're feeling very contained at the moment. It feels like you're holding on to that pain in a way. Okay, it does feel like you're holding on to a lot of pain. So it's all about that sense of knowing that you're a survivor, knowing that you can persevere to move through this. It comes from within yourself, which is super, super important here. And I'm getting a lot about your energy, your identity, and how you see yourself as well, which is quite important. And this flew out as well. 10 of Swords flew out. So it's very much about the truth, the facts, and the sense of listening to the angels, the divine messages that are coming through. It's very much about your thoughts and ideas, your communication, looking at what you need to end. What do you need to end so that new stuff can start coming through? So it's very much about looking at your own perseverance and keep going. Don't give up at your journey and where you're headed. There are some things that need to end, that need to be final, that you need to sort of let go of so that you can have that new opportunity that comes into your life. Okay, so that's super important here. That's super important. Okay, so that's your reading, Rhonda. Right, it's going to be a little bit quieter today, but that's okay, because I really want you guys to think about yourself. You be number one today. You think about you. How can you move forward from being hurt? Let's do this angels. How can you move forward? So no one wants healing today. No one wants to be about moving forward on the journey. You're welcome, Rhonda. You're welcome. Okay, how can you move forward from being hurt? Okay, this is something that's going to take a little while, Princess Tiara. I think you're quite gentle with yourself. Make sure you stay grounded. With the Knight of Pentacles, it's very much about the slow journey, taking your time, not rushing through the process. That's how you can move forward from being hurt, not rushing into anything. Take your time. Just enjoy the adventure along the way. It's also about making sure that you don't sort of dive deep into anything emotionally. I get a sense of sort of reserving your emotions a little bit, keeping your emotions back a little bit is going to really help with you being able to move forward, not diving too much into anything straight away. Take your time, just enjoy the journey along the way. That's really important here. So that's going to allow you to move forward on your journey, is just by not rushing into anything, taking your time, breathing deeply in your life is super important here. So that's going to allow you the healing that you need to move forward, not rushing into anything. So hopefully that helps as well in the process here. Okay, so if anyone's on the list and you want a reading, make sure that your readings are in regards to your own healing, because they're the only questions that I'm answering today. And so everybody who comes in, hey, welcome. Let's just do this a bit differently today. I feel like not everybody wants their questions, want healing questions. So I'm just trying to see. So yeah. So if you're coming in, if you want to type in, so Felicia, just type in your question. If you want healing, so just type in your question. And I'm just going to go through the questions as they come up. So if you type in your question once and it's in a healing question, it'll be answered. I'm not going to follow any particular order. I was going to do the list, but it's just not going to work out today. I think it's just, if you type in a question, I'm going to do something a little different today. I'm just going to do, as you come in, type your question and it'll be answered. No particular order. So if you want a question answered, so I was just waiting for Smile to type in their question. Just, they paid for a reading and never, I didn't get a question from them. So if you want a healing question, type it in and I will do it. So, oh, good question, Felicia. Right. And then I'll do Nita's one after that. Good question. How can I become more confident in yourself? Okay. So let's do the Angel Oracle deck in this one. How can you become more confident? How can you become more confident? Okay, how can you become more confident? I have faith that goodness and joy are mine now and forever. The Angel of Faith. So you become more confident with your own faith, your own belief in yourself, believing in who you are. Okay. Finding the Angel of Serenity. I feel serene and tranquil when I accept who I am. It's really about having faith in yourself, knowing who you are, allowing yourself to have that sense of serenity, that peace, that calmness by knowing who you are. That's how you're going to become more confident. Don't worry about how other people feel about you. It's all about how you feel about yourself. It's all about loving you, having faith in yourself, believing in your own abilities, your own work, getting on and doing the work that you need to do. That's super important here, Felicia. It's really important to be able to have that faith in yourself, and that's going to create that sense of confidence, believing in who you are, having that sense of calmness, keeping yourself calm, breathing. That's super important here. That's going to allow you to have that sense of moving forward on your life. Okay? That's going to allow you to move forward. Okay. Welcome, welcome. Oh, good question, you wonders. Right, so I'm going to do Nita and Mike's, and then I'll get down to you wonder. I'm trying to get my healing together from, oh, well, that's understandable. Let's do, actually, I'm going to do the crystal. Alley cards, right. Oh, gee, that popped out straight away. What do we got? Howlet. And when I got the word reason right, I got the word reason why you should keep moving forward. This is not about losing your son and daughter, but about why you should move forward. Okay, this is what this is. It's about looking at the reason why you should move forward on your journey. It's all about connecting with the divine in a way, having that sense of your own higher purpose. I get very much about your own higher purpose here, Nita and Mike's world. Okay, and I know you went through losing a son and daughter can be very, very difficult, and whatever reason it is, but it's very much about why you should keep moving forward, the reason why. What's your goals? What lies ahead for you? What's your destiny? Where are you supposed to be? What's supposed to be happening here? So it's all about that connection. It's all about your own awareness within oneself, your own connection with your higher self, your purpose for moving forward. I feel like it's very much, and so I get that sense of as being wind energy, getting very much about your intuition, developing your own gifts, your own abilities. I think that's very important here, your life purpose. I think that's the reason why that's going to help you with your healing. When you lose a son and daughter in whatever way that is, that grieving process, that part of that connection within oneself is so important here. The reason why you should keep going, what's the end goal? That's what you need to sort of look at here. So, and I know this is a very, very difficult situation, so that's going to help you. Healing is very much about your own intuition, your own that sense of connection with the divine. So hopefully that helps with that sense of moving forward. Yeah. Oh, good question. How do I work on my self-esteem? Let's do the chakra. How do you work on your self-esteem? Yep, Mira, all you have to do is type in your healing question. So we're looking at your healing today. So hopefully you guys, anyone that's read, has come in. It's all about your healing process. So how do I work on my self-esteem? So I'm just doing the questions that come in. So I just don't know what's happening with Smile. So I'm thinking I might Sarah, so I might, because I haven't done a reading for Smile. So I'll sort that out after the stream. Smile might still come in. So how do I work on my self-esteem? Let's have a look. So we're talking about healing. Okay, we're not talking about what's coming in for love. We're talking about our healing process. So how do I work on my self-esteem? Good question. How do I work on my self-esteem? Let's have a look. Working on your self-esteem. Firstly, we self-care, self-love, a sense of, with the Queen of Coins, can be a little bit about being organized, being a sense of being practical in our emotional approach to the situation. Here we have the sense of understanding life's ups and downs, looking at the question, our ability to make the decisions we need so we don't feel like we're going around and round in circle. A sense of very much about the heart chakra and the third eye here. So I'm getting very much about the sense of speaking your truth as well is quite important here. Balancing out your heart chakra, making sure that you feel like you are able to make the decisions you need so you don't keep feeling like you're stuck or you're stagnant, that you're able to sort of move forward on your own journey. Very much about making sure you're organized and practical, that you're not letting your emotions get the better of you. You're able to nurture those, your well-being. That's going to allow you to be much more on your self-esteem. So doing those things are going to help you. So hopefully that helps for your wonder. Right. So all you need to do, Mirror, is just type in a question in regards to your own healing. Hi, Nisha. If you want a reading, today is all about the best way for you to heal in your situation. So, Queen of Sheba, good question. Let's do the Herb Crafters Tarot. What's the best way to heal? So, Smile, I'm going to I think I'm going to do that because you're not coming in. So I am going to just do that because I am going to be quite transparent here. Oops. So I haven't just typed in a question. I don't normally do that. Right, so let's have a look. So I just had to do that, John. So if you're thinking about your questions, you're talking about how to heal. How can I heal from what's going on in my life? We're talking about a healing. Right, what's the best way? That's the questions I'm answering today. So if you're in, oh, it's warming up a bit. Okay, I just got to turn a fan on. 1 minute. Getting a bit hot. Oh, the sun's come out. Sorry guys, I am back. I am here. I'm just putting on a fan. It's getting a bit hot. It's too windy to open doors and things. Whew. Right. Just on for an hour. So if you've got a question in regards to your healing, that's what I'm doing today. What's the best way for me to heal in a situation? Right. Ooh, interesting card. We have the Devil card come up. So it's looking at what keeps you chained to the past. It's time to release, break free from those chains, those habits, those addictions, those repeated patterns, Queen of Sheba. It's time to break free from those addictions. So it's looking at what you can do to, I want to say, face the truth, look at the facts, look at the truth of the situation. I think it's very much about, I get a sense of sort of facing the facts, facing what are those addictions, those sense of, it's all about that sense of your healing process. Okay, the best way for you to heal in this situation is by looking at what your addictions are, what are your repeated patterns, your bad habits, those things that you keep doing that are stopping you from moving forward, that thing that's stopping you from allowing yourself to heal. So you have to do a lot of deep diving into the facts of the situation, not necessarily your own perception, but looking at your sense of where you're going, what you're choosing to do in regards to what you're holding on to. So it really is about breaking free from those chains, looking at those addictions, those bad habits, and allowing yourself to really sort of move forward on that journey. That's really important for you. Okay, so yeah, so I think for you, it's very much for you, the best way for you to heal is by doing some deep diving into your repeated patterns, those things that you keep on doing that are stopping you from actually moving forward. Okay, so that's quite important for you to look at the facts of the situation here. Look at the facts. Okay. Okay, so we're looking at questions that are healing. What is hidden that needs healing? Questions that are in regards to your own healing, not about manifesting anything, about we're talking about our own healing. How do we heal our journey? Okay. So let's look at the angels. It's all about your healing. How do I heal in my journey? I'm just waiting for some healing questions because that's what I'm doing, focusing on today. I'm focusing on healing. refunded. Thank you. That's cool. Yep, today we welcome Lilac Rooms. What I'm doing today, all you need to do is type in your question. What is hidden that needs healing? Why do I react this way? Because today I'm looking at healing. How can I move forward on my journey? What is hidden that needs healing? Why do I react this way? That's my focus today. So all you need to do is type in your question in regards to your healing and it'll be answered. I was going to do a list, but it's not work. The list isn't working because not everybody wants a healing question. So I'm just focusing on people's healing. Right. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to do a collective. Okay, cool. Oh, good question. Lilac Rooms. What are my hidden wounds and how can I heal from them? Interesting question. Good question. What are my hidden wounds and how can I heal from them? Oh, I like that. So, lilac, let's have a look. What I'm going to do here, let's do angels, right? What are my hidden wounds first? Let's have a look. Interesting. The devil card in this one as well has come up. So again, it's that sense of what are your hidden wounds come from repeated patterns. They come from maybe a perception that you're chained to something from the past. And I just want to see what the message from the angel is in this one. So I feel like it's very much about restrictions, about your bad habits, repeated patterns, those things that keep you chained. The addictions may come from an addiction. And how can you heal from it? Making some big, happy changes. Oh, so what needs to change? So very much about breaking free from those repeated patterns. So I'm just going to do one more card here for you. Doing an extra card. Ooh, the Emperor. Being a leader. Having that sense of confidence in yourself. Being that sense, I get a sense of being confident in yourself. Being able to take control comes from for the changes that need to take place here. Okay, so it's very much about breaking free. So you need to look very deeply within yourself. What are your hidden wounds, right? They come around your addictions, your repeated patterns. What do you find yourself doing? Okay, what do you find yourself actually doing that's a repeated pattern, Lilac? That's what I'm down to. It comes down to those repeated patterns, those bad habits, that thing that you feel like you're addicted to, that action that you're addicted to. That's what you need to change and let go of. You need to release. Generational cycles. Yeah. Could be very much about generational cycles. Could be something that you've that comes from how you've been brought up and things like that, about breaking free from those generational cycles. Yeah, definitely. And that could be about releasing the toxicity, breaking free from the sense of that family unit. Maybe there's somebody that you need to sort of let go of. Can be quite important too. Yeah, definitely lilac room. It can be very generational cycle. And that could be the thing about taking control. Not doing what is expected of you from within the family. Breaking free from the family. Make changes in that situation. Yeah, definitely lilac. If that's the thought that came into you, interesting. So that's sort of like confirmation for you to take control, to do what you need to do, take action. Do what you need to do to break free from that cycle. That's interesting, Lilac, that you were thinking about that. Interesting, indeed. Right. You're welcome, Lilac. You're welcome. Okay, hi. Is that Lara? Lara, Jim? Right, what I'm doing today is, hope you've read the, because if you just type in a question, I'm just going to do, I've decided to do random questions. I'm not doing, everybody's added, but there's not going to be a list. So it depends on your question. Today, it's about your question. So very much thinking about your healing process. Yep, if you've posted, it's all mirror. Your question has to be about you healing, not about your business or, it's all about your own healing your heart. Okay, mirror. The question is, Farida, yeah, you're definitely added. All you have to do is type in a question that relates to, I'm just doing questions as they come in. I'm just going to do, it's all about your healing process. What do I need to do to heal? Okay. How do I move forward with the healing? So I'm not doing any other questions today because I'm doing, the decks that I'm using are very much about your healing process. I'm doing chakra, crystal, and angel and plant decks. Oh, good question. How can I definitely? Good question, Lara. What are my hidden wounds? Gem, brilliant question. Okay. Brilliant question. Gem and Lara, brilliant. Oops. How can I heal from the toxic trauma? Let's do crystal power. Oh, cards popped out. I'm just doing what cards come out because you guys are dealing with healing. It could be 2 or 3 cards depending on what pops out. So, okay. Lara, how can you heal from the toxic trauma? Okay, first cards I got was the 9 of Cups. And the 9 of Cups to me is that sense of things happening behind the scenes. Sense about thinking about your wishes, your dreams. So the first thing you can do is think about your dreams. Think about your wishes. Very important here. I trust in the flow of life. Look at your emotional needs. So it's about looking at the positive aspects here. Looking about wishes. What do you want in your life is what it's got here. 5 of Wands is about standing your ground and looking for peace. It's about dealing with that inner conflict that comes from within. Looking at, I feel like it's always about that inner conflict that's going on within you, and how do you sort of focus on that sense of looking for inner peace within yourself. Choosing. Okay, so this is very important here. So here it is about, you got 7 of Swords. So it's very much about standing in your power. I take great care of what you value. Okay, so what's come through here for you to heal from this toxic trauma, it's important for you to look at your wishes, look at your look at your dreams, look at where you want to be. Okay, look at where you want to be. Allow yourself to choose to focus on the positive aspects of your life. I know there's a conflict where you feel like you're yo-yoing between you can acknowledge the trauma. Acknowledge the trauma is so important. To be able to acknowledge the trauma is so important, and to be able to deal with it, not push it away, because the more you push it away, the more it becomes persistent as well. It becomes persistent in your thoughts the more you try and push it away. So you have to sit in your trauma for a little bit. Sit in your trauma, sit in that conflict within oneself. That's certainly important as well. So look at what you need to, what you actually want is super important. Sit in that conflict for a moment. Sit in that conflict is so important. And then stand in your own power. Stand in your own beliefs about what you deserve in life. And that's going to be really important too. Being able to take back what was taken from you. Okay, so and to be able to sit in that conflict for a moment is so important as part of the healing process. Allowing yourself to cry to deal with that toxic trauma is going to be so important for you. And that's going to allow you to feel like you can stand in your own power, stand in your strength. Okay, so hopefully that helps give you the guidance that you actually need in your life. Right, Gem? Okay, what are my hidden wounds? And how do I move on? Right. It's all about how can I heal? Okay. Gem, let's have a look. Let's do the Chakra Wisdom Tarot. You're welcome. All right. Oh, sorry, I just had a bit of a dropsy there, a bit of a clumsy clot. Ooh. Interesting card that flew out with that when I was thinking about your hidden wounds and how do you move on. Okay, it's all about the choices that you've got in that relationship. But I don't feel like it's a relationship with someone else. It's about a relationship within yourself. Okay, I feel like it's about combining the yin and yang energies within you. Okay, you're looking at both the masculine and feminine energies within you. That sense of being receptive, but also in what action you need to take within your own journey here. So oh, interesting. Okay, we've got King of Wands. which is very much about that sense of passion, creativity, but coming from a very practical or logical point of view here, looking at the adventures that are coming ahead for you. How do you move forward? By looking for adventures, okay? Looking for things that are fun. Looking at things that are going to give you that passion, that creativity to move forward here. What's going to give you that sense of, not letting the emotions get the better of you in some way as well? It's definitely about putting your emotions to one side. It's funny because it does talk about your creative passion, but but putting your emotions to one side. Two different things. Okay. So that's what and we're very much about that sense. I'm getting crown chakra here. Okay. So crown chakra energy is very much about that sense of listening, trusting your intuition, that divine connection you've got with the universe, being able to meditate, reflect, contemplate. So reflecting on the past, reflecting on those wounds that come from within, being able to contemplate the future that you actually want to do. Being in the now is so important so that you can actually hear those messages, listen to the messages that are coming through for you through meditation, reflection. Super, super important here. Okay, Jim, so hopefully that helps. Give you a bit of guidance there in regards to your journey. Okay, Farida. And Jenny, great question. You guys doing great questions here. So the questions are, make sure you guys, welcome to everybody that's come in the door. If you've come in the door, please read the screen, what it talks about. We're talking about our healing today. Okay, your guidance is about your healing process. So this is what we're doing today. We're looking at our healing. How can we heal from the toxicity? How can we heal from the past? How can we move forward? I love these questions. These are brilliant. So let's do Angel Tarot by Radley Valentine with this one here. What do I need to do to heal from past toxic trauma? So if you want to post a question, Mira, it's all about your own healing. What do I need to do to heal? That's what I'm answering today. Cool. Fantastic. A healing question. What do I need to do to heal? What do I need to do to heal from the past toxic traumas? Right. Let's have a look. Rita, what do you need to do to heal from the past toxic trauma? For you, it's all about looking beyond the illusion. Look below the surface. Time to use your skills and your abilities that you actually have within you to manifest your reality. Okay, so it's very important that you actually look below the surface. Okay, time to do a deep dive within yourself here. With the Magician card, is all about looking beyond the illusion, being able to be ready to move forward. Know that you have the resources to do so, finding the resources that come from within yourself. Looking at, I know you might feel, do one step at a time here. With the Two of Earth, can be feeling like you're being pulled in many different directions, Farida. Feels like you're being pulled in many different directions. So it's really important that you have that sense of balance in your well-being, that you look at your priorities, what's important, one step at a time. Doing a to-do list is going to be really important here, Frida. Make a list of the things that you can do to move forward. And that comes from, straight away, my words that I'm getting for you are things like bark flowers, or flower essences. Maybe working with crystals are going to help you deal with the past toxic trauma. Have you done some counseling, Farida? Okay. Have you done some counseling? Are you speaking to a counselor, a therapist, a BetterHelp therapist, a psychologist, someone that you can talk to yeah. I feel it's very important that you'll be able to find somebody that you can talk to, that you can throw off, do some ideas from. But I'm getting a lot about energy healing. Energy healing can be another aspect to do. Maybe look at some past life healing. Could be something that you could look at, Farida. Look at some past life healing. That's going to can help you. Maybe you need to have somebody that's holistic, a holistic healer, somebody who looks at, a naturopath who looks at the body as a whole. These are things that you can do because your well-being is your priority, right? Your well-being, your healing from the past. So it's about finding the right healer that's going to help you. And that could be maybe looking at a naturopath or an energy healer. Maybe look at an energy healer that does past life reconnection, a reconnector healer, soul energy clearing, spiritual response therapy. Yeah, if your body suffer, yeah. So maybe doing some Reiki healing or some chakra healing or angel healing. Anything that's going to help you start that process. So yeah, if you've got health issues and things going on, well, then you need to look at somebody who's going to look at the body as a whole. So a naturopath might be beneficial to you. So that's going to help you. Hey, Lady Kapira, welcome back. Welcome. So what I'm doing today is I'm very much focusing on the healing. Because this is all about you healing. So the questions I'm doing. So Mira, you did say, how can you heal? How should you heal from things that are going on? So Jenny, I need to do your, did I do your reading? Jenny, you still here? I still need to do your reading, I think. Okay, so how should you heal from the frequencies? Okay, I'm going to actually do Keepers of the Light with this one here because we're talking about higher vibrations here. Whoa! Interesting. Okay, Diana says about focused intention. Focusing your intention is going to help you heal. If you focus your intention in what you want to do, that's going to help the heal. And very much about prayer and contemplation. Again, it's about that focus, being able to focus on what you want to receive. Okay, so you're not going to heal from your schizophrenia, but it's definitely going to help you deal with it, cope with it. So it's very much about what your focus is going to be really important here. Focusing on your energies, focusing. It's all about your intention. So working with Diana and Charity here is all about your prayer, your contemplation, your intention, your focus. That's going to be really important here, Mira. So what is your focus? That's the only way you're going to heal, to move forward. And that's a sense of well-being. When we're talking about healing, we're talking about a sense of well-being. Okay, we're able to sort of cope better, focus better on where we want to be. Okay, with contemplation and focused intention. That's what's coming up for you, Mira. Okay, Jenny, let's do you. Let's do your question here. Intention is your focus. You know, what do you want to achieve? What do you actually want to achieve from it, Mirror? You have to look at what you want to actually achieve from it. I'm going to do dragon energy here for you, Jenny. Because it's all about how you can move forward from it. Oh, we've got silver dragon. Looks into your soul and sees your higher possibility here. Access unstopped resources. That feels really important, the silver dragon here. Silver dragon. And crystal yellow dragon is about opening you up, expanding your crown chakra for illumination and walking the higher spiritual path. Interesting here with the silver dragon and the crystal yellow dragon here. You won't. Schizophrenia is something that is not healed. Well, it's not healing, but it definitely can get it into more control. I wouldn't tell you that you can heal your schizophrenia, but you can definitely get it into more control and cope with it. Mirror. You can definitely deal better with your schizophrenia. Okay, Jenny, you're looking at silver dragon and crystal yellow dragon. So silver dragon was very much about understanding your own potential with higher light and being able to look into your soul. So diving deep within yourself is going to deal with it. So it's very much about focusing on those wounds, sitting in those wounds, those trauma, and allowing yourself to move through that process to illuminate it. Okay, comes from the silver dragon, connecting into that energy. So I just want to read you something here because this is quite important. Oh, I did see something here that I want to read as well. But let's have a look at the silver dragon, which should be which page? Okay, silver dragon 56. Okay. Your fifth dimensional soul blueprint contains the keys and codes of your gifts, talents, wisdom, and powers. Much of this is locked away and unused. Receiving this card suggests that it's time for some of the potential to be ignited and brought forward into your life. You are ready to reveal yourself and be who you truly can be. Sit quietly and see or sense the shimmering silver dragon who has come to you. Allow it to reflect back to you the hidden aspects of your soul and your higher possibilities. This may or may not be a conscious process, but it will inspire you to express your essence and transform your life. Be ready to develop any gifts or qualities that the dragon draws to your attention. You may surprise yourself. Okay. Next one was the crystal yellow dragon. Receiving this card suggests it's time for you to walk a higher spiritual path. Crystal yellow dragons are swirling around your head, freeing the petals of your crown chakra from lower energies, allowing them to open and illuminating them. These dragons remind you that you are a being of the universe. The ultimate is to become a cosmic master. So step onto a diamond path. The crystal yellow dragons will ensure you to connect with those who are ready for the light you carry. When you meet people, your light will automatically light up, and the keys and codes of mastery latent within them. The time for this higher service is now. So that's going to help with your healing process, connecting with the silver dragon and the crystal yellow dragon in that energy. So hopefully that helps there. Mirror, I'm not a doctor, okay? And I'm not a psychologist. I'm not trained in those areas. So I'm not going to tell you that I can hear that your healing, the higher frequencies are going to heal you, okay? Mira, I think you have to focus on don't expect things to happen straight away with the process. They can help you cope better. They can definitely help you feel more stable, but I wouldn't say that it's going to go away. Okay. Yeah. Oh, definitely. I mean, there's definitely if you can get someone who's holistically trained, somebody who is Mira, I would never say is going to heal the vibrations are going to heal you. You want someone who's a naturopath with herbs and things like that. You're welcome, Jenny. You're welcome. Okay, so we're looking at okay. That message. Okay, we're looking at your healing. So welcome to everybody who's just walked in the door. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to do another half an hour and then I'm going to finish up. So we're looking at our healing process. What do we need to do to heal? That's the type of questions I'm answering today. So, Lady Kapira, Margot. Right, now let's have a look. Oh, you said that thing about cannabis. Yeah, that's cool. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. So, I don't know if you had a question, Lady Kapira. Ooh, working with your chakras. Okay, interesting. Which chakra do you need to deal with? That's an interesting one. So which chakra is going to help you? Right, that's a good question, actually. I like that one. Francine, good question. So about dealing with your heart chakra. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use the, talking about chakras, I'm actually going to use Sue Nicholson's The Butterfly Guiding Light Chakra Oracle. Butterfly Guiding Light Oracle. Very much about the chakras. So what I'm going to do is we're going to look at... Oh, no questions, just listening. Okay, Lady Kapira, you're welcome. Okay. How can I reconnect to my innate viewing skills? It's about dealing. So how can you heal within oneself so that you can open up spiritually? That's a really good question. I like that. So you're dealing with your, what chakras are going to be really important to you. So I'm doing 2 cards. Oh, first one is the Undoer of Knots. Undoing the knots of life reveals who you are and why you have come. So I feel like there's something that's tying you up. And it's interesting because there is the heart there and there is you've got the heart, the green here. It's very much about the base chakra though. Feels very much about the base chakra. So make sure you stay grounded is super important here, making sure you stay grounded. And that's going to allow you to sort of open up your heart, but also your throat chakra as well and your self-expression. Whoa, okay, so interesting. And we've got Guardian of Preservation. Of preservation, that's within yourself, preserving who you are. Interesting here. So let's have a look, and that's with your, so we're very much starting with the base chakra as well and the sacral. So let's have a little bit of a read. I want to go into a little bit more detail here. So we're going to start with this. Let's go into a little bit more detail with the red root chakra. It's definitely about your basic security and safety. So making sure that you feel safe within yourself. Okay. It's all about that issues around birth, obstacles in your path to progress, right? So the first card we looked at was Undo of Knots, right? So let's have a look at this. Is the teacher card. Okay, the lesson is get to know how your basic instincts can work for you or against you, depending on your awareness. The lesson of the red group is to know yourself. Explore your physical self first and get to know your body strength and abilities. By allowing the teacher, who is the Undo of Knots, to come close and work with you, you are learning how to reflex reactions, habits, default positions, comforts, discomforts, desires, and instincts are driving and directing your life. When you truly understand that you are in control, you free yourself from the lowest levels of just eating, sleeping, working, addictions, and surviving, and set yourself on the path to experiencing physical strength, health, happiness, fulfillment, and knowing your life mission. That's the first card. Okay. And the second card with the orange sacral, right, is the guardian of preservation. It's all about your tradition, your ritual, your bonding, your family support, but also what you have inherited from your family as well. You know, what you have inherited from your ancestors. The guardian of preservation is the keeper of traditions. He is there to see that every member of the family, tribe, and group is provided for, and that they in turn provide what they can for the good of the whole. In his being, he holds the memories and the histories of your ancestors, those who came before you and without whom you would not exist. He holds a record of your heritage and remembers the sayings, the songs, the rituals, and habits that are special to your family. The guardian of preservation comes to remind you where you belong, who your kinfolk are. He comes steeped in tradition and heritage to remind you that you did not arrive here alone. You are the product of many souls bonding together to pass down their legacy within you. Your birthright is to be part of a strong and protective society. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean physical either. It can be spiritual support, Francine. You can look at it as a spiritual ancestry, okay? Doesn't necessarily mean physical. Can be those that have passed over. Witchness doesn't necessarily need to be negative either. A witch can be very healing energy. Okay. Francine, I'm talking about past ancestry. Yeah, it's about your guides, your ancestors, those that support you. Okay, they don't necessarily need to be negative aspects of it. Oh, she was dark. Okay. So hopefully, anyway, so yeah, take a moment to sort of breathe through that energy. Yeah. It's all about the love and light. Anaya, depending on your question. Because I'm only doing questions in regards to healing. Okay, so I'm just looking. So we're looking at healing. So what can you heal? So you're looking at your healing within January, healing within. Yeah, it's all about taking care. Oh, good question. Right, so we're looking at healing questions. Okay, so I'm just checking to see who's put in healing questions here. So we're looking at what do you need to know, what's happening with you in January in regards to your self-healing. So what do you need to heal? Oh, okay, Farah, we're not doing, I want you to read what I'm doing. Read the screen. We're talking about healing energies. Okay, so Anaya, I'm going to be talking about healing for you. Okay, so I'm going to actually do shadows of light here. Ooh. So January. Insomnia. Oh, you want to talk about not sleeping? Okay, Francine, straight away, look at herbs. Working with amethyst can help. Amethyst as a crystal. Look at herbs or bark flowers can help with insomnia. If you're having trouble sleeping, you need to look at the cause of it. And so doing that healing might help with the process as well. So what's happening with you in January in regards to your well-being? What do you need to focus on? Okay, Anaya, important that you have compassion for yourself. You act with discernment. Don't get too judgmental. Finding a sense of balance within yourself is going to be very important. Looking at the truth of the situation. It's all about self-love, Anaya. It's important for you to look at your self-love. That's going to be really important for you here. Okay, so for you, for January, is very important about not getting too judgmental. Don't get too harsh about it. Finding a sense of balance, equilibrium, looking at your perspectives, the truth of the situation is going to be really important here. Being able to self-love is going to be important. Self-care is number one here. Having a sense of compassion within oneself here. Oh, good one, Lady Kapira Hankia. A herbal sleep tonic. Absolutely brilliant. So being able to have that sense of self-love, having a sense of compassion for oneself is going to be super important for you during January. Not getting too judgmental about anything, allowing yourself to choose how you choose to react in the situation. You can decide how you want to react when things might get a little difficult sometimes. It can be really important here. Oh, bark flowers. Sorry, I should have spelt that for you, Francine. B-A-C-H. Bark flowers are B-A-C-H. Not bark as in tree bark, but flowers as in B-A-C-H. Bark flowers. B-A-C-H. Yeah. Cool. Yes, definitely. Chamomile, spearmint, valerian roots, brilliant. Passion flowers, also another good one. Right, so let's have a look at questions. Okay, I should really be finishing up soon. Half an hour. So I'm just going to do a few more readings. I'm going to do a few more readings. What do I need to do? Oh, unblock my... What a great question, Kiara. Oh, awesome question. Yeah. Oh, you did order correct as well. Okay, so what do I need to heal in order to unblock? Ooh, this is a great... Oh, I'm getting sacred geometry here. Use the book with that for those. Right, let's have a look. Whoa. 2 cards just flew out. Interesting. Passion flower. And compassionate palette. So let's have a look at these 2 cards here. Let's have a look and see what the of the passion flower is. 45. It's interesting because I just still thinking about passion flower. I don't know. So let's have a look here. 45. Let's have a look. Appreciation and awareness. To unblock any roads that you have. Okay, let's have a look. Embedded within this image is the beautiful configuration known as the flower of life. It is made up of 19 interlocking circles that represent a lattice of pure life force. A brightly colored cardinal, torch, ginger, and in the center a passion flower call upon you to recognize and appreciate the perfection of nature and the beauty that lies within you. 2 hands cradle and dynamically energize this card. This is a prayer of appreciation and a call to awareness. Gaze at the center of this informational pattern and the passion flower at its core. Allow this life force to activate an attitude of appreciation and fill your awareness with exactly what you need to know at this moment. Feel how that recognition affects you, body, mind, and spirit. Appreciation is recognition of the divine nature of everything, including the direction your life is taking at this time. Recognize the value of your chosen path. Become aware of how your passion is flowering. Recognize the evolution of your visionary path and hold dear the feeling of what it is like to follow your bliss. Okay, that's really important there. And the next one here, 41, is compassionate Pele. Is about emotional maturity with compassion. Pele is the passionate volcano goddess of Hawaii. Traditionally, she is depicted as powerful, yet can be selfish and contrary, even vengeful. This card alternative depiction comes from shared visions relating to her passionate, compassionate side. She is, as we are, maturing and becoming more loving and compassionate. Compassion is not passive, it is actively opening the heart through the awareness of the interdependence of all things, including other creatures, nature, and the inanimate world. At our core essence, we exist as pure, unconditional love, realizing empathy and concern for others. We sometimes forget this essence, or in our emotional immaturity act as if we have. Compassion is the embodiment of emotional maturity and a clue to better understanding our humanness. Compassionate Pele now becomes an example and guide for those who are intentionally remembering their soul essence. Hearts created from sacred geometry's golden spiral inform your movement towards emotional maturity. As we mature together, we will realize hope for the human race. Let this card be a reminder to walk the path of peace and compassion in every way, every day. Know that your every thought, word, and action has an effect on the whole and touches the spirit of every other being. Walk in awareness with compassion for all of creation. So, Kiera, hope that helps you with your reading. How to unblock your road paths. Right. Yeah, Farah, the calcium, magnesium in the body is really important as well. Right, Farah. Let's have a look. You're welcome. Okay, so I'm finishing up soon. So questions, making sure the healing questions, they will be answered. So this is what I'm doing today. Oh, let's have a look. Let's do. Oh, okay. You've been through tough. Let's do the Dark Mirror Oracle. Oh, first one was Artificial Heart card, which we'll look at deeper. And the second card I've pulled out for you is Queen of My World. Interesting. So let's do the first one is Artificial Heart. It's card number 12. Let's have a look at this one first. Woo! It is warm today. Right. It suddenly got very hot. Okay. If I don't feel the warmth of the sun, will I blame the sun or myself? The stage is bargain. The moon phase is new. A female figure, an android or a robot with cyber lines traveling over the skin like gentle spiders. A black choker of feminine servitude and jade eyes of futuristic indifference. The sentence is building oneself to specifications, steeling oneself to adversity, dreaming of electric sheeps. Okay, the going dark. So now we're going to study. Okay, now we're going to go deep. Night, Francine, take care, blessed be. Okay, once upon a time, it was a time of flying monkeys. Someone journeyed to a place that wasn't Kansas in order to gain a heart. Oh, such a charming old-fashioned fairy tale. A new heart can be brought on the internet now and be delivered in a couple of days with a brand new, shiny instruction manual. It works too. It gets the job done. It's not a job of feelings. It's scripted, like a job of numbers. Actually, it feels like a trade-off. We find refuge in the rational mind, which in turn gives us back the illusion of control. But we still feel. We still long to live through our emotions fully. We are truly like an artificial knight that wants us to become a real person. Happiness is not in numbers, but it's not. Happiness is not in numbers. But it's not because numbers are bad. It is because there is nothing that alone can grant happiness and guarantee it. We trade in the natural world for artificiality, and then we blame this choice on the reason why our sky has no color. What if it's not actually connected? What if it's just an excuse? What if even an artificial heart could beat and fall in love and drown in sorrow? Okay. Next one is 24 with Queen of My World. 12 and 24, that's interesting. Okay, so we've got, again, bargain. It's interesting about bargaining something. So maybe feeling like you need to bargain to move forward. I set limits to my world inside. I am queen and outside is lost. The moon phase is full. Onto a snowy background, white columns rise through the forest. A pale woman dressed in scarlet bright red with a crown of thorns and a white luminous lance strides forward, her posture confident and her feet bare. I am my world and my world is me. I am royalty. Going dark. There is a space out and a space in. There is my realm and what is mine, and there are other places. I will not care if my world is made of thorn and ice, and if it's carved by my blood. My world is my world. I rule. I decide his borders, and I am law. I am princess. I am blood in the veins of its heart. I am the warrior and the bride. I am alone, and I am the first among many. Be fearful of my world, because it's paved of my hopes and dreams, and you have no power there. I am than the moon. Yeah, sometimes it's important to sort of come back and re-listen to the reading a little bit. Could be really important there to re-listen to the reading. I'm just going to throw in a Power of Love activation cards as well. I feel like I need to. Here it is. Tolerance. Appreciate other points of view because you sense the love in everyone. But I feel like it's about you looking for other points of views, looking at things from a different perspective, and maybe getting some help from someone, being able to sort of, interesting message there with tolerance. Maybe I feel like there's something deeper going on here. So, oh, it's interesting it pulled out straight away. This school that we call Earth can be a very daunting destination. You should be proud of the bravery you have shown by electing to come here and to experience it. The planet has a multitude of belief systems and philosophies practiced by beings who don't look or act exactly like you do. Even though we are the same in sign, ironically, choosing to incarnate into a dimension where you feel separated from the whole is what makes Earth so appealing to courageous souls like you. The soul who graduate with high honors are the ones who have seen past the illusion of race, gender, and religious belief and recognize their brothers and sisters. Love thy neighbors as thyself is the mantra of this card. The physical guises that we wear are just that, illusions. In truth, we are all the same beings of love. When you're able to go within and connect with your soul's loving energy, you have the realization that we all belong to and originate from the same source. Tolerance is being secure within your own sense of self. So this is about being secure within your own self and letting others be as they are without judgment or bias. Learn to see them as weary travelers who, like you, crave encouragement, respect, and support. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, Farah. That's an interesting message that's come through for you then. Okay, that's why I felt drawn to pull that card for you. Wow, wow, that's interesting. Wow, what an interesting reading. Right, that's about me, I think. Very much getting into that whole. Thanks to everybody who was here. So let me just throw in ending. Okay, so we're on to the last. So, and if there's any last readings. You're welcome, Farah. So we're on to our last. So if there's any last readings, this is the time to do them. So if anyone's in chat and wants a last ring, that's it. I'm going to finish up. Woo, it is hot. I'm going to have to open up get some fresh air. Okay, so hopefully that's helped. Thanks for being here. I know it was a bit different than normal. Wasn't the normal readings that I would normally do. So I think that's it. Oh, let me do that. Okay, that's the end of the readings by the looks of it. Okay, I'm going to finish up. So, yeah, I'm quite happy for Whoops, wrong one.